Well, good afternoon. I would like to introduce Mr. Dean Worsham. Dean, it is so good to see you. I am so happy that you could join me this afternoon.
Oh, thank you so much, Karen. It's wonderful to be with you and doing this today. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday to you. And so, Dean, you are with the Wellness Center of Oxford. And so, why don't you tell me a little bit about the Wellness Center and how long you've been in private practice yourself?
Great question. So the Wellness Center of Oxford's been around for about 3.5, 4 years now. I can't believe it's been that long.
Wow.
But I was at Ole Miss for 17 years, and we got this incredible opportunity by Phil Bequee, and who started the whole Wellness Center of Oxford. And he contacted me and said, "Won't you come on out here and do this with us?" And I was like going, I never saw myself being in the community. I never saw myself kind of getting out in that world because I was kind of a university man. I love being part of the students in that world, and that's the world I knew. And then I said, well, why not try this? And so I stepped out here to the Wellness Center of Oxford, and oh my gosh, what an incredible adventure it's been. So the Wellness Center of Oxford is a place for counseling, but we also have a psychiatric nurse practitioner. Uh, and we try to be a one-stop all for people that need our services. We try to be a place that allows for you to come in and go, how can we really help you get back to the life that you want? And that's kind of my feeling on therapy is going, I'm your servant. And how can we work together and collaborate and find that way of life being back to where you choose it to be. And so that's what we try to do here. And we have, I'm here, but we have so many incredible therapists here. I am so thankful and grateful for all the incredible souls I get to work with. So uh, we got, we generally only take Blue Cross Blue Shield, but we've been working on that. We've been thinking about do we change that? And the leadership team is working on that. But one thing is we do that Blue Cross Blue Shield insurance, but we also do cash pay, and we have different cash points for what works for our clients that come in.
Oh, wow. So, a sliding scale.
Yeah, in fact, or we find we have some therapists that are at this point, and some therapists that are they're working still, get their licensure and things like that, and
Gotcha.
they come at this price point. So we try to be a place that can accommodate if we
That's
can.
wonderful. That makes a huge difference. Great. And so what is your kind of niche? I mean, as far as the population that you see, the types of therapeutic practices that you utilize, the conditions that you see, things like that.
Yes. So I am the old school general practice therapist, so I see a lot of all of it. But my thing that I love working with anxiety and helping anxiety through mindfulness and through really being able to sit with those emotions and those feelings and find our way through it. I like using that part of connecting to our breath and connecting to our stillness and still be able to work through some of those hard, complicated issues. So I like using that mindfulness also with some sound healing and the use of singing bowls, the use of gongs, the use of things that help us maybe sometimes get outside of ourselves and be able to see situations a little bit different. And then just really collaborating and working with the client as we talk, as we speak with each other and get to work together. Um, I'm not the expert in the room. The person that came in there that had the courage to walk through that door, they're the expert. And so my job is to clear the space and let us do the work together.
That's phenomenal. And you are a Gong Master, right?
I really am. And there's about 500 to 600 of us in the worldwide. And I was trained by the great Gong Master Don Conroe. He's nearly, I guess, late 80s. Uh, and so I am the real deal. because I'll never forget, I had a supervisee that said he thought I made that up and just put that on my door. And I had to say, no, that's real.
I
But
love
yeah,
it.
so
And that's one of your gongs behind you, correct?
yes, I have my first original gongs behind me, and over on the other side, I have all my gongs in here, so we can really get this room rocking when we
Wow,
get it
that's
going. So
phenomenal. Music is healing, that's for sure. And not just music, but sound in general. And you know how to utilize it. So that's pretty incredible. So what is you're doing a lot of telehealth, I'm guessing.
yes, and that's been an adjustment, and we really had to go to that after all the pandemic and the coronavirus. And I do majority telehealth for right now. We're starting to open up to do some face to face and taking a lot of precautions. But some people that need to come in, or their insurance won't cover telehealth, we're trying to accommodate that.
Okay.
And we're again, safety, safety, safety,
Of
and
course.
protecting that. But yes, for me, Karen, and you, I know you can speak to this too. Telehealth was really hard for me to begin with. Getting used to that two-dimensional digital screen. I'm so used to sitting in a room and reading so many nonverbals and being able to see that and be with that person. And now I'm having to kind of go, how do I adjust with this, and really still be a, a, a semi good therapist, and to do that. Uh, the other issue, and this is something that I think I just took so much for granted, was that with with telehealth, there's so many issues that could happen with either the feed, with the sound, with things like that. And you really got to be aware of that and be able to work through that and going, okay, what's our backup way of doing it? How can we do it? What will we do if that does? Do we do plan B or plan C?
Sure.
And I'll tell you, when it first went bad, it went off the rails. I was like going, oh gosh, okay. Uh, and I went, oh, this is why you go through the telehealth training. They tell
There
you
you
about
go.
this.
Well, that's great. I'm glad that you found a way around that. Let me think. So the next question I was going to ask was about, in keeping with the theme of the pandemic, what have you noticed as far as conditions coming out of the pandemic that you're seeing the most of? I mean, you do treat a lot of anxiety already, so I'm guessing you're seeing kind of an increase in that.
Oh wow, this has really been so hard on so many, and it just the deep care. And I think about all my colleagues and that, because they're carrying. We do our job as therapists, but carrying so deeply for so many hurting has been tough. Well, one thing that's been so hard is that the coronavirus is really separating people from their loved ones,
Mm.
and so therefore so many people don't have connections now, and that's been extremely hard. And so I've seen therapy being a place where uh, we always knew it was a safe place to be able to talk and engage and speak and work on stuff. But now, a lot of times, for many, it's like the only place they're having that real conversation.
Oh, yeah.
And that's really hard to deal with, because people want to be close, but they're going, I can't go see my mother. I can't go see my father. I can't go see my grandparents, because what if I get them sick? And so these are not those what ifs that are not rooted in some type of reality. That could really happen.
Yes, indeed.
And so that's been tough, being able to go, how do we find that way of being able to be caring to ourselves and find those healthy coping skills? But now there's a lot of things that we would have used in our bag of coping skills that we can't use right now. So that's even tougher.
It is. It really causes you to have to, as they say, think outside the box. Boy, that's a tired phrase, isn't it?
Think
But it's
outside the
all about
box.
getting creative, It's all about thinking more creatively and being more proactive. Absolutely. And self-care, I think, is a big one for us as clinicians. If we don't take care of ourselves, if we don't first give to ourselves, then we don't have anything to give to anybody else.
No,
Yeah,
and that's what I
absolutely.
would say. That's one thing I was saying is that a normal day that I would see of clients, to me, telehealth is a little bit harder because I think looking at the screen all day and that. So I would say to my fellow friends and colleagues out there that please take good care of yourself because this is more draining than I ever thought it could be.
Yeah, it really is. You're absolutely right. So, what is the best way for someone to reach out and schedule an appointment with you or with someone else at the Wellness Center?
Yes. Please, if you'd like to schedule with us and if we can be of help to you, you can call 662-317-1711 and you will get our front office and they are fantastic and they would love to help you and schedule with you and see how we can be of help to you. Um,
Wonderful.
Give us a call and we can be there to answer all your questions.
Great. Thank you so much for your time, Dean. This has been phenomenal. Is there anything else you wanted to say before we wrap up?
Hang in there. We're going to make it through this. We're going to help all our friends that come our way and uh, just take care of each other as much as we can. Okay. Uh,
Absolutely.
Thank you,
Thanks
Karen.
again, Dean. It's so good seeing you.
So good to see you.